Hi guys,
Hi guys.
welcome to another episode of YouTube Conversations with me and my sister.
Yeah, bro.
How you doing today, girl?
I'm okay.
You happy?
I'm sleepy.
It's 2022. We can't
Yay! It's
We-
2022, you guys.
We have to be on the go.
So what are we talking about today?
Anyway, today we're talking about such a nice conversation. You know that conversation that Adrienne Bylon posted on the reel, like they had it on the reel about how she was in love with someone who was not in love with her, and she had to have an honest conversation with herself. Right? Do you ever have those honest conversations with yourself?
Maybe not about relationships. I've never really had that conversation about myself in terms of relationships, but I have had this conversation with myself, and I think I literally have a note in my phone right now, and it says, "Why don't people like me?"
For real?
Yes, for real. I have that note in my phone, and I've always wondered to myself why. Like, I've never been like the popular kid, like never really. Even in school, I've never been the popular kid.
We've
I've
just
never
been
been
the
the kid
naughty.
with the like many friends.
Yeah.
I've never, thank God, I have a strong personality. I'm brave, so I've never been the bullied girl, right? But in another world, I'll definitely be the girl who's bullied. But I've never been like a favorite of people. I easily feel a close attachment to people, like I want this one to be my friend and stuff like that, but I have learned that it's not reciprocated. And I don't know if everyone else feels like that, but there are certain times when you see a girl and you can say, this girl would be my friend, like we can vibe, like she seems like my type of person, but then you realize that she doesn't see you that way. Like you are the one maybe trying hard to maintain the relationship, and for her you are just one of those. So for me, that has been something that I ask myself, why don't people like me? Why don't girls like me? Why don't people see a friend in me? Why can't I have friends? That kind of thing. And I feel like this past few months, that has been something that has been on my mind so strongly. Like, why don't people feel that attachment? Because for me, even up to now, friends that I've had in the past that are no longer my friends, I still look back and miss them.
For me, I feel like me and my sister are in the same gumboots. We never really have friends, honest friends, or I feel like for me, it's a situation where like I sit back and I'm like, I watch all these movies where there are these two girls or this group of friends who have each other's back, and like my one core away friend, apart from my sister, is my bestie. My best friend from like childhood growing up, but I've never been, and unfortunately we have not been at the same university. I feel like if I was with my sister or my best friend in university, I wouldn't need nobody. You know what I mean? But the fact that these guys are not around, I don't have honest or permanent friendships.
So do you
I
when
ask
you have that
myself,
conversation,
why?
what answers do you get?
Honestly, I don't feel it's a problem I can control. God blessed me with something called intuition and observativity.
That's not a real word.
It is observativity.
It's not a real word.
Observativity. It's some
You guys, Google that word. Does it actually exist? Can you Google that word and drop in the comments and tell us that is not a real word?
It is.
No, it's not a real word.
Okay. The thing is, when I feel like I've said this with my sister before. Like, I'll get to know you, and then I'll study you so much that I'll end up not liking you. I ask questions. Why do you like me? Like, even when a guy is so interested, I ask questions like, but why? What is it about me that you like so much? Because it's rare that I've actually found someone who's genuinely just with Gabby for Gabby. Very rare. Now we turn it back to relationships. Have you ever asked yourself why a relationship didn't work? Like asking yourself, which role in a relationship did you play that the relationship didn't work?
Okay, no, not really, because I think it was very clear. I never had relationships that ended in ways that made me I was hurt, I was wronged, and of course you can know that there's a certain aspect that I played, because it's never, actions come out of something, but at the same time, for me that was no, not really, honestly, not really.
Guys, I had like the conversations we're having this January are reviews of our previous years, yeah? So for me, I did a review and noticed why my supposed to be relationships didn't work out, or why my relationships didn't work out. Most of them would be because there were times I was actually very needy. I expected the world from the gentleman, or I expected them to step up or solidify things immediately. They just said, "Hi, my name is so and so and I like you." I expect you to step up and call me every single day, because I have set standards of how a man is supposed to be, you know what I mean? So for me, it was pretty difficult when I got to analyze that the reason most of these things didn't work out is because I was needy and was looking for a figure in that person that I didn't have, you know what I mean? I remember we talked about how we are setting up goals and I told you to say I'm not setting any goals, and you asked why. I'm like, I have a vision, and the goals that I'm setting are goals that depend on me. Like if I say I want to be the fittest this year, like this year I want to be fit, it will take me to wake up every day to run and to eat healthy. It doesn't depend on someone else. So when we look at the vision board, the list you made last year, what came true?
Oh my goodness, last year's list was hectic, because honestly a lot of it didn't come true. I feel like a lot of the major things I didn't actually get to do, and maybe I don't want to say it was out of my control, but I think there's a certain aspect of discipline that was not there. There's a certain aspect of discipline that, because the kind of year last year was, there's a certain part of me that was giving excuses, like after all, a lot of us are like in this situation, a lot of us are, like, I'm not the only one going through this, so it's normal if I don't achieve this, it's normal if I don't, that kind of thing. So I feel like there's one thing which I did, there's one thing which I told myself, you just have to do this, and I ended up doing it. But then I made so many excuses for myself last year, like so many excuses. I was giving excuses for everything. No, why? No, because there's corona. No, because I don't have friends. No, because, you know what I mean? Like, I gave excuses for everything. So I feel like that is what, it was really all on me. So definitely this year, I need to be able to give myself that accountability.
Have you set goals?
I have.
So things that you can have control over, work on them. That's, I feel like, the review of 2021. Work on them. Things that you don't have control over, work towards them. God. But allow God to be God. Because you can be praying for something that's not even yours. When I was applying for school, right? I applied at UNZA for medicine, and I also applied abroad for medicine. Both universities didn't accept me for medicine. The other one was psychology and the other one was nursing, and I don't know what else that thing was. And I pampabinat to say I'm going to study medicine, and now I'm indifferent. I went. God allowed me to go. Trust me. A full damn yeah. So I feel like if you want to force something on God, then He will allow you to have it.
Until you're tired.
It's why people date for 4 years, but it's not even supposed to be yours, because you keep fighting.
Even 7, forcing things
because you're like, I prayed for this.
In 2022, we're not forcing things. I literally said, this is the one thing I say to myself. That was like a few minutes before midnight, and I told her, and I tweeted it, and I said, next year I'm living the soft life. I'm not going to struggle for nothing. What I deserve will come to me. I am not going to struggle for anything. Soft life is for me.
Was it 2 weeks ago when I posted, said 2022 is equals to being nonchalant? In our language, it's called Sulam. Have you ever seen that auntie that just sits in the corner with shades? A whole war is happening around, and she's just like, that's going to be me on a lot of things. Like, I'll see things and I'll just be like, if you don't mean so much to me, I will be nonchalant about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not good at setting yearly goals, set a monthly goal. Then the next month, also February, it's okay to do a vision board for February.
Yes.
It's okay to do a vision board for March. Do a monthly vision board, and trust me, if you can focus on just that little thing, then you're good. Mm-hmm. And it just takes discipline. Motivation doesn't work anymore. Just wake up and start working, and you do it. So thank you guys for watching, and please go and subscribe on my sister's channel. Subscribe, like, share, and take down notes.
Yes, please.
Take down notes. And until next time,
bye.